In the largest democracy in the world, in the recent elections, 312 million women turned up to vote. The fact that a decade of governance has seen women become central to governance and especially policy making is something that I celebrate as an Indian woman. I also believe today in India we have close to 8.5 million enterprises that are owned and run by women, which employ over 13.5 million Indians. So when you find opportunities and platforms, not only to celebrate that female potential in economy, but also see their contribution grow societally, you use those platforms also to attract attention towards how they can do better as not only entrepreneurs, but also as great contributors to building families, building communities. So for me, the session is especially special because, like I said, I've just come here at the heels of 312 million women who landed up to vote to write India's destiny. Prime Minister Modi has invested in governance and policy making, especially for women, not from a perspective of vote. I will take you back to the year 2014, when he announced that for him, prioritization of sanitation facilities for women, prioritizing clean fuel for women, these were not a part of his political agenda or his so-called pronouncements through the manifesto. The fact that over 10 years he has managed to bring a change by building 110 million individual household toilets is just not that individual infrastructure, but a whole mindset change. So when Prime Minister Modi talks about having policies that help women come closer to financial institutions and establishment credit, these are not just political pronouncements. These are, I think, instruments of change societally. That they've had an economic impact is something that has been discussed the world over. So I believe that if I detach his politics from his social contributions, both need to be judged separately, but both give us reason to be cheerful about. I think at the fulcrum of Viksit Bharat, at the fulcrum of a developed nation, is an emancipated woman. So when you talk about emancipation, how would you describe that for a woman? Today in urban India, 91% of women have contributed actively to decision making within their families. Today, out of the 300 million loans that women have taken through banks in our country, their NPA is less than 2%. Today in our country, you have 6 million women who are frontline healthcare workers. So women are actively contributing to our economy. But if you look at their spend and their earnings churning back into communities and families compared to men, 90% of the earnings of a woman end up in her community and her family, vis-a-vis 30 to 40% of contribution by men. So I think that when the Prime Minister speaks about a developed nation, Viksit Bharat, at the center of it is an emancipated woman. Yeah. I have had the privilege of seeing Manoj Ladva grow professionally. I've seen him make impact not only domestically, but taking the cause further internationally for India and Indians. So when I see him and the forum grow, I take particular pride in it. We as Indians have partaken in conversations on international forums like the World Economic Forum, where we have tried over the number of years to ensure that the Indian voice is resolute and heard distinctly. The India Global Forum gives us a distinct opportunity to present not only the possibilities in India, but also the possibilities that Indians bring, no matter what the geography they're a part of. So my congratulations. I'm looking forward to your growth exponentially in the years to come.